Now, a man who many would say is the best player on tour without a win, Maverick McNealy.
6-iron as well. Birdied the first and the second. This is pull trip, and the mistake with just a 6-iron going to miss the fairway.
Well, that is a big mistake there. It's a narrow fairway, but there's no excuse for missing with that iron. And McNealy's lying the rough. Greg, how's it doing?
Not good. 103 yards, according to our calculations. I think you'd have to be defensive here to a back hole location. Certainly don't want to go long. And this is pulled left as well. Huge mistake. That's 2 mistakes in a row, Trip.
Oh, boy. And that looks to not be the best lie. We can't see the ball, but there's a lot of grass around it. He's got a very fast pitch. Well, this would be a heck of a birdie here, Craig, for Maverick McNealy.
Yeah, that'd be stealing. Ball sitting down as well. All the green running away from him. He's going to try and hit the high loft. Was unsuccessful on a similar shot like this at 8.
Oh, he's unsuccessful once again. Got his hands full for up and down for bogey. All right, Craig, not much easier.
Well, 3 errors in a row, and the thing you can't do in this modified Stableford system is make a double. Has to get this ball up and down.
Well, there you go. So he will lose a point, but could have been worse.
Fell asleep on the layup.
McNealy steps on the tee after that mistake on the last hole. It reminds me of what you always say when we're playing. Don't fall asleep on the layup. And he fell asleep on the layup, and it led to a bogey.
I literally used to be the worst layup player on the PGA Tour until I just started screaming at myself. Have a plan. Have a plan. Hit a shot.
And maybe he was getting frustrated because he opened with 2 straight birdies and 9 straight pars. This is a good tee shot here, though.
Put it in the fairway here. It becomes a real good opportunity, and that didn't get back to the fairway, so that'll be in the left rough, but I think he should be okay.
Well, we know Maverick McNealy, who went to Stanford, they've won some majors.
Yeah.
7-iron from 221 out of a dry patch of rough, so expect a heater coming out.
Did he have to contend with the trees at all there, Craig?
No, from that left-hand rough, he had a clear view, John.
Really nice play there for Maverick.
His performance in Napa to kick off this very season at the Fortinet Championship, finishing as the runner-up to Max Homa. Seems like moons ago when the season began back in September. This is the 41st event of the PGA Tour season. 3 more in the regular season to follow before the playoffs. When twisting underneath the hole for McNealy. Well, he's left it in a good spot. Just a couple feet to clean up for birdie.
Everything lining up, but important part, I think, right here. Just obviously coming off the mistake at the previous hole.
Yeah, when you're comfortable in your surroundings, that's a big piece of the puzzle. And nice little bounce back birdie and 2 points there for Maverick.
Now McNealy on the tee.
Most of his formative years he worked with Alex Murray out in San Francisco, but he's been with Butch Harmon for the last 3 years. Butch sort of took the brakes off, allowed him to be a little bit more fluid and more natural.
Tell you what, he went after that one, Craig.
Yeah, hammered right down the center, a hard draw.
Oh yeah,
that's chasing out there.
And now McNealy with his second at 13.
Yeah, Trip, he can really just see the flag on the very top of the pin there. 165 with a wedge downwind. Really tough to control the distance in this elevation with a wedge trying to hit it that far.
Yeah, that's another mistake, but got a good hop, Craig, out of the primary rough, so shouldn't be a problem for him. Going to give just a little tumble on the green here, Craig, and it will run right down to the hole.
Yeah, sitting up beautifully too, and a little downslope so you can get the weight on the left side. Just dump that club on, get it on the green, and releasing down to the hole.
This is one I'm sure he's thinking about making.
Wow, that was a lot of acceleration through the strike there.
That was an unforced error. McNealy now with a much longer par effort, Craig, than any of us were expecting.
Well, it's the great elixir, and this is the best part of his game, back up the hill.
Yeah, 33rd in strokes gained putting. And that is really poor error for Maverick McNealy.
McNealy on the tee at 14, less than driver.
Yeah, 470, but straight down the wind. And he is hitting it a long way. And another well-struck draw is going to be just ideal.
Tell you what, that is a long 3-wood.
He's a very analytical player. He was on the range. I was watching him hit balls. He had the foresight, that quad split. He said, man, the ball's gone a long way today. Most of his misses have been long today, and this needs to get down as well.
Yeah, he kind of tugged that. He does use some of the slope.
Yeah, hit right into the back collar there. Gave a little impetus back.
First to play has this putt for birdie at 14.
Well, untidy bogeys at 11 and 13, but did birdie the par 5 12th, and a good chance here up and over a little knoll, and once it loses pace will move down left towards the water.
Stayed pretty straight on him there, Craig.
Yeah, too much speed there.
Really good 3.5, 4 feet left.
And McNealy playing as a twosome.
And don't want to make any excuses here. Looked like there's a lot of electricity running through the system, but remember he played the Scottish last week, so a little jet lag. Maybe you can include that in the ingredients of what's going on for Maverick.
And now McNealy.
Well, let's see if he can figure out the distance. 7-iron, same club again, back into the wind, 195. We're at altitude, so effectively playing about 180 into the wind. This one way up in the air.
That's out to the right, but much easier to pitch that one close than yesterday's hole location. So right club, just wrong direction. Now Matt McNealy with his second at 15.
Yeah, very interesting technique. Face wide open. He's playing like a bunker shot. I would love to have seen that back in the stance, a little square face, and just chip it out there and let it release down the slope.
Yeah, this has been kind of sloppy play for him.
That was just a very poor choice of shot there, because everything was in his favor. If he got it on the ground, he could use the tilt of the green to get down to the flag.
But you mentioned this is the best part of his game, and
good stroke.
There you go. That putter can fix a lot of ills.
He's battling, that's for sure.
Yeah, in this format, though, just a couple of bogeys. If you make a birdie, that's okay.
Maverick McNealy on the tee at 16.
Yeah, driver actually might be too much club. He could hit that forward and land at about 300 and kick it down there. Another one that is hit really hard with a high draw.
He's just not getting cheated on a swing. He really
not getting cheated at all.
Can't do any
That's
better than
gonna
that.
go
It's going to go
on
through
the
the green.
Congrats on the 6.
Hit somebody's golf bag. It stopped it.
Hey guys, with Maverick, I spoke with him on the range this afternoon, and he's playing a hectic schedule, 6 in a row, John Deere, and then he went to the Scottish, and he's playing all the way to the house. You guys mentioned he's 36 on the FedEx Cup. Another thing that's at the top of the list right now, he's 20th in the FedEx Cup points and desperately wants to make that team. That's why he's playing so much golf right now. Pretty difficult pitch here, not the best of lies, straight down hill, and he has not been proficient at these so far today.
Pitches on that down slope. Catch has to be just right.
Might have to nearly land this in the rough, John.
You're gonna have to take a chance if he wants to get it close, or just take it way upstairs. But he's got it back in his stance. Gonna hit a little.
Got a poor kick, kicked it right and down as it landed.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that play. Like the hole before, we thought he would hit that shot.
And in the group behind, Streb's tee shot has made it up on the green.
Turnabout's fair play, right? But at least this putt's back up the hill.
He hit her hard enough, yeah, right in the center. So,
but despite a couple of poor pitch shots, the putter has been a nice eraser, and that gets Maverick McNealy to 17 points.
And now we're back at the 17th, and Mav McNealy with his second.
Decent lie and straight downwind and a lot of green with which to work. You just got to come up that rise, Trip.
Yeah.
It's to be well judged.
Yeah, that's one of the better pitches that he's had of the number that he's had this side. And beautiful ski slopes up there.
North Star.
Oh, this one's as quick as a ski slope, Trip. Getting a little baked out on top here with the breeze and the low humidity.
And he's been putting well. That stroke is really solid. You can see why statistically that's his best category. That's their black diamond back of the mountain run there, John.
Craig, we're taking a look at the lie of Maverick McNealy here at 18.
Yeah, there's that clump of grass right behind his golf ball, which I think sort of bothers you, especially on the strike. You can just sharpen the angle of attack. It shouldn't be too much of a problem from 100 yards up the hill to see if he can get the distance right.
With 22 birdies at 18. That's pretty well judged. He's going to have about the same putt Milo Villegas just had. Over at 18, Maverick McNealy for his birdie.
Yeah, it's been a little scruffy on this back nine, but birdie here and get 8 points of the day and get to 19 for the week, which would be inside the top 5. That tilt coming off the bunker short of the hole is going to influence this. It's actually going to move right around the hole.
And fairly slow. We have not seen anybody with the right pace. It's arcing in, and boy, tell you what, it was pretty scrappy, but he hung in there, and that birdie's the last.
So 8 points in round 2. Struggled a little bit, but you know, he's got himself in position with 19 points through the opening 36.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.